Hi everybody, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights. So here we have a scent here that was a blind buy. This is a continuation of my latest video from TK Maxx where I spotted this on the shelves and I immediately knew that I would buy it. So this is Jeanne Arthes Tea Time à Paris or à Paris Chou or Chou à la Creme. It's an eau de parfum made in France. So I knew I wanted to buy this because I like this collection. I do own the other ones from this Tea Time collection. The first one that they released some years ago was in the green bottle and it was called Macaron Amande. The second one they released was Pavlova, which was a pink bottle. The third one was a yellow bottle called Tartelette Citron. And then this is this year's edition from this collection, Chou or Chou à la Creme. I had to look the translation up, translating into English from French. And apparently this means profiteroles. I have pictures here. I just searched on Google here. So there's like a pastry, like a flaky pastry, and then inside there's like a cream. It could be a custard or a pudding or an ice cream, something like that. So yeah, so I'm thinking that the perfume will smell like what these pictures look like, which look absolutely delicious. So I'm super, super curious about this scent. It didn't cost very much. It was only 10 euros. So that's a really, really good deal. And the other scents from this collection, I think, are totally worth it, just for very simple but pleasant literal gourmand scents. There's a write-up here, which I will read out later on along with the notes. But before I unbox the scent and sniff it for the very first time and share my first impressions, I do quickly want to show you some other samples here that I picked up recently on Notino. It's the Discovery Box. I have mentioned this Discovery Box a lot on my channel. I always order from Notino from their Discovery Box selection. Not sponsored, you guys, but Notino is like my favorite place to order stuff. And especially for their samples, you can get 5 official carded samples for, if I'm not mistaken, it's €6.40. They also have pre-made sets as well, which I think is just fantastic. It's just a great way to enjoy this hobby without spending a lot of money, and you can test new and different things. And I just think it's a great way to be able to experience perfumes at your own pace, I guess, versus being in the store and you're smelling like so many things at the same time. So I picked up 2 Discovery boxes here, and I'll quickly show you guys which samples are in here, so you can kind of expect, I guess, videos in the future featuring some of these samples. So let's open this one up here. And in this Discovery box, we have Versace Pour Homme. I don't think I've tried this one. I'm just curious about what it's like. I do like men's fragrances as well. Even though I don't really talk about them on my channel, I do enjoy some of them. I think a lot of them are actually unisex. So Versace Pour Homme EDT. Also a sample here, Moschino Toy 2 Bubblegum Eau de Toilette. I do have a bottle of this one, but I left it in Canada, but I just wanted to have a nice little sample to throw in my purse. This is a great scent. Sweet, realistic, literal bubblegum scent. And also, I've seen it for great prices online, so, and of course the bottle is super, super cute. So, Moschino Toy 2 Bubblegum. Also, Un Jardin sur le Toit from Hermes. I already own a bottle of this, but I just wanted to have a sample of it to just throw in my bag. It's easier than carrying a bottle around, but I think this is also a beautiful scent. It's like one of the best green scents out there in my opinion. It's like super fresh, grassy green apple, tart, clean, and it's fantastic. So Un Jardin sur le Toit. Also, we have Dolce & Gabbana Parfum, Q Parfum, which I have already reviewed, and I have gone through so many samples of this one. I got another one. I enjoy it so much, even though the scent profile is like super familiar. It does remind me a lot of Lost Cherry without it being exactly like that, but I think they're definitely similar, related, in the same family. So here we have yet another sample that I will easily finish. I know that for sure. And I'm already thinking, you know, instead of getting samples all the time, I might as well get a bottle of it because I do crave the scent. This is a scent that once I finish my sample, I'm like, I want more of it. So this one might actually end up in my collection at some point. And that's the Parfum version. I have tried the intense version and the original version, and this is my favorite of the three, easily by far. And then also we have a new release here called Never Ending Summer from Maison Margiela. This one says refreshing bright orange, and orange is one of my most favorite notes, especially for hot weather in the summer. It's just a great scent. It's very uplifting, zesty citrus that I love. So I'm super curious about this one, Never Ending Summer. Okay, so let's move on to the second discovery box here. I think I got some doubles actually, but let's see here. Okay, so first off we have Bulgari Omnia Amethyst. This is the EDT. So they have re-released these in different style bottles, similar, but they have changed the bottle design. So I'm not sure if they have also changed the formula, but it's been a very long time since I've tried the original Omnia Amethyst in the purple bottle. So I'm super curious about this one. Next up we have Moroccan Oil Eau de Parfum L'Original. So that's what the bottle looks like. I am not familiar with any of the Moroccan oil products, but I am curious. So this one I do want to do a video on in the future. Then we have another of the Never Ending Summer perfumes, a perfume sample from Maison Margiela. So there's like, how much is in here? 1.2 mils. So I'll be testing with both of these. I do have high hopes for it for sure. Then we have Cacharel Ella Ella, which I believe is actually a new release. So I don't even think I've ever talked about a Cacharel perfume on my channel before. I might have very briefly, but it's not a house that I am very familiar with. So I am super curious to see what they have released here with Ella Ella. And then the last one here is kind of a sample. It is a new release, Kenzo Low Pure, but it's like, I guess it says here this sample contains 96% less plastic than a traditional perfume sample. So I guess this is like, it's 0.7 mils, which is not a lot to test with. I guess I just would have to rip this open and have it drip onto my skin maybe. I'm not really sure, but I of course prefer like card samples with the atomizer and stuff, but I guess I can get a quick sniff of this and maybe do a video on it sometime in the near future. Okay, so those were the 5 in the second discovery box. So then now let's finally open this box here. Jeanne Arthes Tea Time à Paris Chou à la Crème Eau de Parfum. let's read out what it says here. Reminiscent of a generous cream puff, this eau de parfum opens with notes of caramel, vanilla, and orchid. The heart reveals a harmony of brown sugar, jasmine, and white wood, like the sweetness of a freshly baked pastry. Finally, tonka bean, musk, and vanilla add irresistible depth. So the notes listed here: top notes, caramel, vanilla, orchid; mid notes, brown sugar, jasmine, white wood; and finally, the base notes are tonka bean, musk, and vanilla. Okay, guys, now we can open this up here. And while I do this, maybe you guys can let me know your scent of the day. I'd love to hear what you guys are wearing. I'll just do it here to here. Okay, so the box design looks very, very similar to the other ones in this collection. We have pictures of the dessert here, of the cream puffs. And it looks very, very delicious. Okay. All right. So here is the bottle. I'm actually going to move that out of the way. So yeah, it looks the same as the other bottles in this collection. The bottom part kind of reminds me of the lining of a muffin. And oops, a friend of mine even told me that the bottle reminds them of like a buoy in the middle of the ocean, kind of floating up and down like that. So I thought that was funny. So let's finally sniff this one here, and hopefully it's as good as the other ones in this collection. Maybe it'll be even better. So okay. Wow, that smells super, super creamy. Yeah, it is reminding me of the filling, the whipped cream, custardy filling of a cream puff for sure. Yeah, that smells delicious. It smells literal like the actual cream puff. I am smelling mostly the cream, which is soft, silky, fluffy, light, airy, also powdery as well. So I'm also imagining some powdered sugar sprinkled on top of this cream puff. Okay, and then behind this whipped cream filling or pudding or custardy kind of scent, behind that I am also smelling like a bready texture. It's making me think more of bread rather than pastry. Like a bread filled, a cream inside a bread, like a roll of bread or something like that. And then adding some powdered sugar on all of that. And also maybe some crystallized sugar as well, like big chunks of it, or big crystals. Because it does have an added sweetness, apart from the sweetness that I'm getting from the cream, from the dessert cream inside, the filling. There's like extra vanilla sugary sweetness as well. But basically, yes, to me right now, first impressions, it does remind me of a cream puff or profiteroles. And it smells delicious. It smells warm, but it doesn't feel like super heavy either right now. Warm and cozy and delicious, but not heavy or cloying. But of course, I do have to test this properly on skin. But that's what I'm getting off the test strip here right now. It feels like it wouldn't be cloying, even though you have this like super thick, creamy kind of lactonic feeling to it. It doesn't feel like I'm drowning in whipped cream or a custard. It doesn't feel that way. It feels kind of light, airy, and fluffy. So for the 10 euros that I spent so far, I'm very happy with this. It smells beautiful. It smells like a literal sweet, vanilla, creamy, whipped cream, kind of creme brulee filling scent, along with that breadiness that I'm getting here as well. It smells beautiful. So I am happy with this purchase, you guys. And I'm also thinking I'm going to have these tea time apéri bottles in my background soon. I have light blue up there right now, but I do like to switch out from time to time. And then I think I'm going to put these ones up because they are cute bottles. Very, very nice, affordable scents, and such a fun collection, Gourmand collection. And I'm happy with this. So yeah, those were my first impressions of Chou à la Creme from Jeanne Arthes. If you guys have tried the scent, I would love to hear your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also, do you have a favorite from this collection? I would love to hear about that as well. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.